What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to a FIFA 18 video. It's a bit of a different one this time. No gameplay, no Draft of Glory. I've got Draft of Glory either for later today or for tomorrow. It depends on how YouTube is. YouTube's been super broken. It's not publishing to sub boxes, it's not processing. It's just generally quite bad right now. But I've got a concept idea here. Just one of the many things I would love to see in FIFA. But I wanted to visualize it. I wanted to show you what my concept idea would be for basically cups, tournaments, prizes in FIFA that rewards people that play, people that pay, people that are good, people that are bad, people that have got lots of time, people that have got a little bit of time, and won't affect the market in a negative sense. And it draws from a lot of different games that offer a lot of different rewards, and I'm basically going to show it here. So first of all, a tournament section. You see in the online section there would have a tournament section complete in newly set cups. I feel like tournaments need to come back because one of the biggest complaints from DKT is from people that have already qualified or that are very good at FIFA. They like to play in DKT because it's cleaner gameplay and there are rewards that you can't get anywhere else. Those kits, sometimes some packs, etc, etc. For people that haven't qualified, they don't like the fact that, you know, people are playing DKT that are so good and already qualified because they're trying to qualify and they're coming up against monster teams and monster players. So EA need to remove the prizes from the daily knockout tournament and literally have it as just a qualification tool. If you win the tournament, you qualify. If you don't, you don't. There's no reward, nothing else there. And then it needs to go put prizes into a tournament section. We used to have tournaments, we used to have cups. Remember the Footies cups? Footies Aubameyang, Footies Konoplyanka, Footies Royce. You had to win those. You had 10 attempts in that cup to win those cards. If you won it 3 times, you'd get them. You know, each time you won it, you'd get the card. If you didn't win it, you wouldn't get them. You had 10 attempts. They also did tournaments for the Team of the Season players, which they actually did last year through the Daily Knockout tournament as well, but they did tournaments for Team of the Season players. They did tournaments for prizes. You know, the first time you win it, you get coins. The second time, you get a decent pack. The third time, more coins. The fourth time, a better pack. The fifth time, more coins. The sixth time, a better pack. And it ended up that the last win that you got, that was for the 7 years of birthday event. You got a 100k pack at the end after winning the tournament 7 times, and you had unlimited entries to win it 7 times. You just had to win it 7 times, you know, within the time frame. You had 7 days to do it, so it was 1 tournament win per day. So the tournament, something that I'm proposing in this video, by the way, this isn't something that's I guaranteed want in. It's just a theory of something that I think would be fun, that in spite of the fact that some people don't enjoy the gameplay, it would still be worth grinding off the back of the fact of what it is. So on the first screen here, you see tournaments complete in newly set cups. As we move on, just to give a little bit more info as to what these tournaments would be. So it says, welcome to FIFA Ultimate Team Tournaments, open to all for free. Playable from Monday 6 PM to Sunday 6 PM, closed for 24 hours for rewards. And I'll explain why it'll be closed for rewards in just a second. But basically it's something that I think should be open to all the time for absolutely nothing. Unlimited entries into the cup. This is something that I think is important and benefits those that play instead of those that pay, but also those that have super teams and those that spend a lot of time on the game. Just being able to play for free as many times as you want. You know, obviously in Foot Champs you can play for free, but you have to qualify, and that's not the easiest thing, so you're already burnt out of rewards for that if you're not good enough. Squad battles you can play for free, but it's not online, so it lacks a competitive edge, and the rewards specifically this late in FIFA are just not in keeping with what people want or what people need in this video game. So squad battles is quite bad in that sense as well. Divisions is just horrific gameplay, bad connections, and absolutely horrendous rewards. For winning the top division in the game that requires 8 victories out of 10 games at the highest standard, you get 15,000 coins. It's not good enough. So although it's free to enter, doesn't necessarily represent value for time. And then draft, of course, is pay to enter, and quite often, unless you win the draft every time, and even then not so, you don't even make your money back. So unlimited entries into these cups would be very, very nice, and over a period of time for a weekly, almost season for the week. And what you would get, as you can see here, is win the cups for rewards. Win as many cups as you can in the time limit. Each cup gives 2,000 coins and 1 cup token. So what my proposal would be is that for winning the cup, you actually don't get a reward outside of just some coins, right? Some coins and a cup token. The cup token will go towards rewards later on at the end of the week, and then every time you win it, you get 2,000 coins. So you at least get a kind of a small gesture for playing and for winning. And then as we move on to the next screen, what you will do is you will exchange tokens for prizes. So tokens can be exchanged for the prizes at the end of the week. So as I said, in the last screen, we showed that for winning the cup, you get 1 token and 2,000 coins. So if you win the cup 10 times, you'll get 10 tokens over the course of the week. Tokens collected on the screen so far is 20, and then you'll trade those tokens in for rewards out of a reward tree that you get to decide from, which I think is super, super important, and something that is going to really, should something like this ever see, be in FIFA, that would really just open up people's love for playing the game, because they get more control, more decisions over what they can actually do. One thing that I'd also love to see is, again, rewarding people that play the game no matter their skill level. And I actually took this idea from the World Cup game mode 4 years ago, whereas no matter whether you won, lost or draw, after every game you would get a player pack, just one player. It would contain any player, bronze, a silver, a gold. It could be Ronaldo, it could be some absolute no-mind bronze Korean guy that's 60 rated, didn't make any difference. I would love to see that in a mode in FIFA as well. So, after each game you get one player pack as an untradeable, and this player pack can contain any player that's currently in the in the game, in the database. Not past team of the weeks or team of the year or anything like that, but current icons, current team of the week, current man of the matches, all of the gold cards, all of the silver cards, all of the bronze cards that are available. So you might play 4 games, you win the tournament, you get a token for winning the tournament, you get 4 individual player packs. You can open those player packs and they'll be untradeable, so it'll have minimal effect on the market, not no effect on the market, but minimal effect on the market. But with those players, you can put them towards completing SBCs for free. You can maybe upgrade your team if you hit a jackpot with one of those cards. But the positivity is knowing that in spite of whether you win, lose or draw, you're going to get something out of that game. It might be some bronze left mid that's worthless to you at this current time, but you're going to get something. On top of that, this is something I actually took from FIFA Mobile, and that's a chance option. In all of those one-player packs, there is a chance at packing a token. So the token that you get for winning the tournament, instead of getting a player in the pack, a small chance. I don't mean like a half 50-50 chance. I literally mean like probably like a 1% chance or a 2% chance of packing a token. So again, if you can't win the tournament, the bonuses you get for still playing the tournament is you get a player pack after every single game, and in that player pack you get a chance at packing a token, and with that token you can then put that towards rewards. So the more you play, even if you're bad, you have a less chance of getting good things, but you have a consistent and repeatable chance, with added playability factor, to get something good. And then we can also see some cups that offer different requirements and potentially different reward structures. So, you could have one cup that requires an 82 rated team. That's an 84 rated max player on the team. I know it says 84 max player there. Minimum on the reserves is silver or higher on the starting 11 and reserves. No attribute cards allowed. And minimum players from one nation is, say, 18. So, you need a full national squad, nothing higher than an 84 rated player, no attribute cards, and it has to be a minimum of silver players, so they can't reduce a rating by bronze benching. And that way it opens up fairness in gameplay. Not only that, but in one rating you could have the reward as 2,000 coins as 1 cup token, or they could make really specific stringent ratings like a bronze team and have the reward as 1,000 coins and 2 tokens. They could play around with what you would get out of the rewards themselves. And as you can see on the screen here now, there could just literally be, as there is now with Daily Knockout Tournament, different options for picking what tournament you want to play in. It's not the same, not Daily Knockout Tournament, Squad Battles, where you can pick which one of the 4 teams you want to play. During the start of the week, on Monday 6 PM when the tournament opens, boom, you've got 4 options. You can either play in the 82 rated team tournament, you could play in the 84 rated team tournament, you could play in the silver team tournament, or you could play in the icon team tournament. And in the icon team tournament, you are required 1 icon in your team only, and the only 1 special card. Imagine that. So 1 icon, 1 special card, so the icon is a special card, and then you have to have base gold cards outside of that. And again, for winning it, you get 5,000 coins and 3 tokens. So you can risk it playing for the big tokens, for the big prizes with team requirements, or you can go into like an 82 rated team and just play where if you've only been playing this game for a while, or you haven't put much time or money into this, and you've only got a low-rated team, you've got a bog standard gold team worth 50, 60, 70,000 coins, you can go into the 82 team requirement knowing that you're not going to get some super team that's bronze benching, because bronze benching has been eradicated because you required silvers or even golds or better. 82 rated team, golds or higher available, no attribute cards, so you're not going to come up against someone that's stat packing, no problem at all, and you actually get a fair game that more relies on skill than team and manipulating the game systems for team ratings, attribute cards, or just beast teams. And here you go, I've shown the requirements, what you might have in each individual one. So for the 82 rated team, it's 82 rated maximum, gold or better on starting 11 and reserves, no attribute cards allowed. And then for the 84 rated tournament, you could play an 84 rated max team, silver or better on starting 11 and reserves, but this is a one nation team. So again, you might go in with a French team and you're going to come up against potentially an English team or a Brazilian team. But that Brazilian team, it might have prime icon Ronaldinho, but it's not going to have a super team around prime icon Ronaldinho, because they need to get the rating down to an 84 rated, and they have to have silvers on the bench as a minimum, which means it's not going to be full of just absolute super duper teams. And then guys, we get to a reward structure. This for me is something that I think would be amazing. On the screen now you see a few options for rewards. First option would be for just one token that you would earn through the week, you can claim 5,000 coins. So you win the tournament one time, you get a 2,000 coin bonus, or you could just claim 5k coins. And you can claim 5k coins. And this is when the tournament shuts at 6 PM on Sunday. You've got 24 hours to use your tokens to claim the rewards, or you could save your tokens. Maybe you're 3 or 4 tokens short of a big pool next week and you want to save your tokens for next week's rewards instead. That would be fine too. But for one token, you could get 5k coins. For one token, you could get a Player of the Week Gaetan that's specific to this cup. And Gaetan is just a placeholder card that I use there, but EA could do any player that you wanted. So, it's one upgrade of his normal card. It's like a first in form. So you win the tournament once and you get a choice between the two. Of course, it would be untradeable as that Gaetan card, but it would be there. You win the cup twice, or if you get lucky enough in those individual player packs where you just win a token even from losing, you get 15,000 coins if you do it twice, or you can claim a 25k pack premium player pack untradeable, which again would be pretty awesome, because right now if you've got 2 tokens, you've got options. If you win a tournament twice through the week, only 2 times through the week, you could either claim a 25k all players pack and have an untradeable pack for free. You can claim 15,000 coins, or you could claim the Player of the Week Gaetan and 5,000 coins by spending 1 token on each. Moving on, the more you can win, obviously the better the prizes get. So for 3 tokens, you could get a Team of the Week pack. You're able to craft them in the store every now and then. But imagine for 3 tokens, you claim a Team of the Week pack. It's just 1 Team of the Week from this current Team of the Week. And it could be the best Team of the Week, it could be that Cavani, it could be that Alexandro. Of course, it'll be untradeable. It could be one of the terrible ones. But again, you have the choice. Alternatively, you can claim 20,000 coins. For 4 tokens, you can claim a 50k pack. Or for 4 tokens, you can claim a second informed Gaetan. Instead of a first informed for 1 token, you can get a second informed Gaetan for 4 tokens. And although this player might not be much for many people, if you win the tournament, say 6 times throughout the week, you could claim the Gaetan, and you can then go and claim 15,000 coins as well. And now, these prizes are probably not scaled proportionately because it's just a mock theory design. But the idea is that the more you win, the more tokens you collect, the better reward you can claim. But the reward that you can claim based on what you want, not based on what EA tell you should have. As we go further into the tokens, 5 tokens you can claim 40k coins, 6 tokens perhaps something like a second informed Gaetan, or a third informed Gaetan, sorry. 7 tokens would be a 100k untradeable pack, and I think that's very fair. You win the tournament 7 times throughout the week, you get yourself a 100k untradeable pack. I think that's very reasonable, very fair. On top of that, if you get lucky enough that you win a token in one of those 1 player packs, you might only have to win the tournament 4 times, and you might win. You might get lucky enough to just pack 3 tokens. And then you can claim a 100k untradeable pack. You win it 8 times, you can claim 60,000 coins. And then when you get to the high end, you get high end rewards. 9 times you get a third inform Gaetan. 15 times you get a 4th inform Gaetan. 10 times you get a 125k untradeable pack. But again, if you had 10 tokens, you don't necessarily need to get the 125k pack. You could go and get something worth 3 tokens, something worth 4 tokens, something worth 2 tokens, and something worth 1 token. You could go and claim 4 prizes during that time period. Or alternatively, you know, if you know that every week the 15 token reward is always the player of the week as a 4th inform, you might just save your tokens. You know, it might be more reasonable that you can win a tournament 3 or 4 times a week. So after a 5 or 6 week period, you're going to have yourself 15, 18, 20 tokens saved up, and you're going to literally save for a big player. But it gives a reason to play, and a reason to grind, and a reason for people to actually turn this game on and think, you know what, I need to get on the game today. I want to go and play that tournament. I want to go and see if I can get myself some tokens. And if I lose, it's no bother, because I'll still get a player pack with a chance at a token. And what it does is it opens up this world where we as the users have so much more just input in what we get out of what we play. Because right now, if you play FUT Champs and you get Gold 1, which is a high standard of FIFA, you get 2 100k packs and 50k coins. And that might only generate you, in total, 100,000 coins. For winning 25, maybe even 28 of the toughest games of the week, you're only going to get yourself potentially as much as 100,000 coins. You might pack an icon, you might not. But that's why I like this method. I like the idea of... I like the idea of being able to decide your rewards. And in a system like this, which is very similar to how like a lot of FIFA mobile stuff works, and very similar to how, you know, I don't really play Fortnite, but I know they've got like a tree, a season tree, where the more you play, the more you earn. The more you earn, the better reward you get. That's what EA need to do, because I know they kind of had that system in the sense of FUT Champs. But again, you don't get to decide what rewards you earn. In the system that I propose here, not only could you save up all your tokens and get one big prize, but if you won the token 10 times, you could literally go and get yourself a 100k pack as an untradeable, and you could go and get yourself a Team of the Week pack as an untradeable. Now that straight away is the same as Elite 3 rewards, except they're untradeable, and all you have to do is win it 10 times. That's 40 wins, so it's more than FUT Champs, but it's in a much better format, a much better structure, and it gives the user just far, far more, I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but basically the user just gets more out of it. You get more choice, more decisions, and you get something that benefits you. And the reason why I like this as well is because there's a unique player every week that might not be amazing, but might fit your squad, might be good for you. They could do 2 players per week. They could have an online version of this tournament and an offline version of this tournament with scaled down rewards. Imagine that, like squad battles, you know, they have a tournament where you win the tournament offline and you get 1 token, but you don't get a chance at a token in the pack. And instead of 15 tokens being the 88 Gaitan, 15 tokens is an 86 Gaitan instead. You know, so scale down the rewards for offline, but you could do it online, you could do it offline, and it could just be something fun. As I say, like for me right now with FIFA, I struggle to log on to this game to play it because it doesn't engage with me. I'm not engaged with FIFA. Squad building challenges generally are pretty poor. They're exactly the same as last year. We haven't really seen much variety in that sense. Squad battles is just too poor because for 45 games, what you get out of that isn't, you know, in terms of time versus reward, it's not value for time. It just isn't. FUT Champs is just so high end. It's so stressful. It's got so many problems with the format and the flaws within the game that even with FUT Champs, people are just not engaged with the game mode. They're not turning the game on to play FUT Champs, you know. But when I do turn this game on, I turn this game on to play FUT Champs and then to stop playing FUT Champs. I don't turn this game on to play anything during the week because there's nothing to do. With a tournament structure like this, or just tournaments in general that offer good rewards, I would have a reason to turn my console on to build a brand new team. You know, if I'm like, oh, okay, I want to go and play the 84 rated squad tournament because for winning that I get 2 tokens, then I'd only have to win it 4 times and I'd pick up 8 tokens and be able to get myself a 100k pack. That would interest me because I'd be working towards something, and even if I lost, I'd get the 1 player pack and a chance to pack a token as well. That, guys, was my concept idea. It's just, I'm sure you guys are going to find some problems with it and pick holes in it, and I welcome that because obviously this isn't necessarily something EA are just going to implement tomorrow, whether or not they implement it at all. But this is something that I would absolutely dream of in FIFA that just gives replayability, fun, and the opportunity for us to pick rewards that suit us, not get given rewards that we're told that we have to have. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.